Hey, 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 what is going on, Capricorn? Long time no see. I'm not back 100%, but I'm back anyway. What I'm going to do for you is your general reading for the Yuletide season. In pagan tradition, Yuletide season begins on December the 21st, which is the solstice, and which we belovedly call Yule. And that, for me personally, it lasts all the way up until New Year's Day, January the 1st. So let's get into this. I wonder how you guys have been. It's been so long. Like, this is crazy. I hope you're all well, that you're safe. Everybody's getting along. Everybody's doing okay. I worry about you. Anywho, I'm doing alright. Not too shabby. I'm still suffering from my allergies like I do every single day because I live in North New Jersey. And I'm hoping to goddess and God it becomes less polluted. Apart from that, I'm fine. I'm 100% negative. I took all the tests that I needed. The COVID, the antibody, I'm negative. So I'm a very grateful, blessed, and lucky woman. All right? So what is the Oracle card? Never mind about me. Enough about me. What is the Oracle card for Capricorn during Yuletide season? Yes, let's focus on you. Ooh. This is interesting. I like these a lot. You know, before I get into this, I actually got 2 new decks that I'm really excited about. I'm going to be working with the Everyday Witch mini tarot deck by Deborah Blake. That's right here. And I also purchased the Soul's Journey lesson cards, which is my oracle deck essentially by James Van Praagh. All of these have beautiful mandalas on them. I love that. So what you have coming out here is acceptance. I just want you to take a moment to look at that mandala. Focus on it. You can pause the video and meditate if you wish. But this is acceptance. And it says, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. You know, it's really hard for some of us to kind of ungrip some things that we always kind of had, how do I put it? Managed. Okay, things that we've always managed. And these are things that are kind of being, you know, either taken away from us or things that, you know, we no longer have to manage. And some of us don't see that. So we definitely need to see that right now during the winter as a time of stillness. And in that stillness, we reflect and we start to learn more what is more important to us and also what we should be doing right now. And that is what is so important about meditating. And I cannot stress that enough, which is why I said pause the video and meditate on that mandala for a bit. I'll read it again. It says, I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. There are people surrounding you that you cannot change. We're all at home. We're all staying safe. If not that, we're staying in our hometowns, our home cities, where we live, and not really venturing too far out for safety reasons. And because of this, we're surrounded by people that we're learning that we might dislike. So I'm just going to put that lightly. But we're learning to accept the things that we cannot change in this time. And this is what's so important to you right now. I came up with a format that works with 3 decks. Of course, I'm also still working with my elemental deck that I've been for 21 years. So I pull the oracle card, and then we're going to get into your hopes and dreams, what you're working with, what your obstacle is, and your outcome. I need 1 card for hopes and dreams for Capricorn. Thank you. Oh, hello. Excuse me. It looks like we have a side message. Oh, yeah, we do. All right, totally reserve that to the side. Oof. Hopes and dreams. Okay, here, I'm just going to do this one at a time. Right here we have the 6 of Cups. Your hopes and dreams are to be able to give and receive equally during the Yuletide season. But what I'm seeing here is the ending of something. Here's the death card. There's like a death to overgiving, learning how to receive, because it is that kind of time that we're all going through right now. Many of us have a hard time asking for help, asking for some kind of assistance when we really need it, and we kind of need to put a stop to that. We also need to put a stop to overgiving to the wrong people. But your hopes and dreams are to be able to give and to receive equally. And I have a feeling that once you're able to balance this out and accept what you cannot change, you're going to be able to do this with no problem. What you are working with, what is Capricorn working with? King of Wands. Right. This is all about gaining better management of your passions, what you're passionate about. This is what you're working with. It's very interesting. It's like you're looking down on all that you were working on with a sense of pride and dignity. This is what you're working with. And you do have a passion for what it is that you work on a regular, whatever that may be. Excuse me, like I said, the allergy thing. You do have a passion for that. And that passion will never die. Like, this is always going to be what you're going to do, whether that's for a living or it's through divine purpose. This is what you were meant to do for the rest of your life. What you're doing right now. What your obstacle is. The Star. Your obstacle is believing and seeing hope in a dim situation. Usually you're very calculating, logical, and are able to see things for what they are. And that can either give you hope or make you feel hopeless. Right now, because you see things for what they are, the way they are, at face value in the 3D, you're feeling hopeless. That's your obstacle. But I do have to say that this is the time. The way to overcome that hopelessness, that obstacle that you're going through right now, is to reach out. Literally reach out. Whether you do this through ritual, prayer, communicating with people who are close to you, okay, reach out. And after you're done reaching out, meditate so that you can receive. Don't just give, receive, okay? Your hopes and your dreams are exactly what you need to obtain here. And I'm just going to pull your outcome. Excuse me. Two of Cups. This is beautiful. This can resemble romance. This can resemble getting back the romance in a relationship that you are in. If you are in one. If not, this is definitely, well, okay. If so, you're rekindling romance. If not, what you're doing is you are communicating in a very loving way with the people who are closest to you, because your hopes and dreams deep within your heart are calling for this. And you are working with not only passion, but authoritative passion, I will put it. And I would say that it's authoritative only because you are just so darn good at what you do. Connect more with these people, like I said, so that you could change your hopelessness into hope. I wouldn't be so afraid of this guy here. Death. He only comes around to put an end to things that need to be ended. Let him do his work. And believe that it's not only for your highest good, but that it's also for your well-being. Okay? Don't be afraid of it. Everybody looks at that card like, who died? Nobody. Or even if somebody did die. My condolences, my apologies, and I hope that you can heal from this. Maybe why you're feeling hopeless as well. But you're rekindling. You're rekindling here either with a romantic partner or with your loved ones around you, and that's what's going to help you through this whole thing. It's going to make you stronger as a person. 2, 3. Hold on. These are new cards, so they're like super slippery. I got this. Okay. All right. Really quick, I gotta know what the extra messages might be for Capricorn during the Yuletide season. I honestly hope that if you're not in peace right now, I honestly hope that you can find peace with whatever it is that you are dealing with. But I also know that blessings are coming through because you do know very good people. You've always been the type to see people for what they truly are worth and what role they play in your life. So you could definitely depend on those blessings to be coming through for you. So what are the extra messages for Capricorn here? Everything's coming up so quick. Ooh, yeah, this is beautiful. I like it. All right. I love that Eon and Synthesis is inverted, and I would tie that to the Death card. What's good about that is if somebody did pass on, they're able to cross over with ease. Okay? They recognize that their soul, that their spirit belongs out where it's going to be going. And because of that, they truly did not die. They only transitioned into another plane of existence. So for that, you do have an extra angel or angels who are watching over you, and that's a beautiful thing. I almost want to cry. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Yep, I'm totally tying that one to the Death card. I feel that some of you did lose somebody. Just know that this person is always going to be around, and that they're going to be crossing over in perfect health. What's coming up for you, apart from that, is that no matter what is going on, you remain financially stable. Even if you have to put mortgage payments on deferment, or let's say you're going to the food pantry or you're having people deliver food to your home. Either way, like no matter what things may look like at first, you're actually stable. You're stable because of the connections that you have with those around you. Those will always be stable. So you still have that semblance of, what do you call it? The semblance of stability. You still have that. Through this time of stillness during the Yuletide season, you're going to be gaining a lot of clarity. Not only are you going to be learning divine lessons, you're also going to be learning how to communicate these divine lessons that you are learning about to those who are closest to you. You're telling people about what you're experiencing, no matter what type of loss that might be. You're also communicating about your hopes and your dreams and what you're passionate about. Mother of Fire. I link this up with the King of Wands card that came up. Yeah, the boss of your passion, what you're meant to be doing in your lifetime. If you had not discovered that now, you will soon. This here is the businesswoman who runs things. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, okay? She has a very confident look on her face as she looks on to everything that is being built, constructed, whether that's literal or figurative or analogical. It's happening swiftly, too. You have Pluto here connecting with the North Node. North Node is in Gemini up until the end of June next year. You also have Mercury in Clarity. So yes, it's about you pushing forward in your Dharma. The North Node is your Dharma. South Node is your Karma. You're working through and with your Dharma right now as an honest business person who is the boss, period. It does not matter where you are, you're the boss. You make all the decisions. You make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. You make sure that your loved ones are taken care of. But you also make sure that the strong connections that you have remain, that they never fade, because you also realize, and you've always known, that people help one another when they truly are good-spirited and good-hearted. So long as they remain that way, the connection remains. Swift messages and or crossing over. You can actually cross over into a new phase of life while you're living, by the way. Or your loved one is crossing over. This brings you stability. You're starting a new project with quite a bit of discipline, but you're also going to make sure that it is steadfast. You're also going to make sure that it has depth to it. And this is what you see. Your clarity is showing you how to make something more depthful and less about appearances. Because an establishment can appear to be beautiful, but is it strong? Your emotions are a little bit all over the place, or somebody else's emotions are a little bit all over the place. Either way, maybe it's both. When it comes to how you run things. But that's temporary. You still have confidence, and you also still know how to run things despite what you're feeling. Like, you're the type to be hurting and still show up to work next day at 6 a.m. Like, seriously. You're that kind of person. Emotional stability is coming up. Emotional maturity also. You got Venus here connecting to North Node. So what you're doing is reconciling with yourself what your Dharma is, what your path is. Because you know that what you're meant to be doing for the rest of your life is never going to go away, so you have to reconcile with it. Your unfinished business while you're here that you need to take care of. And do know and understand that whoever it is that you lost, if you did lose somebody, they cross over. And they are looking out for you. They're looking over you. They're watching you. And they're making sure that you live out your best life while you're finishing your business here. Okay? Just letting you know that. I love you guys. Wow. Bit of a heavy reading. But you know what? This is the type of intensity that you're used to being able to manage. Like I said, if there wasn't, there's going to be a quote-unquote death or symbolic death to something you used to manage that you're no longer going to be managing. And you need to trust the angel of death to help you to release that thing, to let it go. So that he takes the energy of that away. So that new things can come in, so that you could better reconcile with what it is you're supposed to be doing in your Dharma in your lifetime. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching me. Until the next one, I'm probably going to be uploading more meditation content, so stay tuned in for that. I love you all. Happy Yule, and blessed be.